The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Imagine you're standing at a funeral. You see family members crying, friends sharing memories, colleagues paying their respects. But this funeral is different. You walk closer to the casket and you see yourself lying there. I know, dark way to start a video, but stick with me because this one exercise changed my entire life. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People has sold over 40 million copies and transformed the lives of presidents, CEOs, and ordinary people like you and me. See, most self-help books tell you what to do. This book shows you who to become. And that's the difference between temporary motivation and permanent transformation. Let's dive in. Before we jump into the habits, you need to understand something crucial. Covey spent years studying success literature from the past 200 years, and he discovered something shocking. Before 1920, success was defined by character, integrity, courage, patience, honesty. But after 1920, something changed. Success became about personality, charisma, public image, positive mental attitude. It's like trying to fix a broken foundation by painting the walls. It might look good temporarily, but the cracks will show eventually. Covey argues that true success comes from the inside out. You can't fake character. You can't shortcut integrity. The 7 habits are about fundamentally changing who you are at your core. The habits are organized into 3 stages. Habits 1 to 3, private victory, moving from dependence to independence. Habits 4 to 6, public victory, moving from independence to interdependence. Habit 7, renewal, maintaining everything. Think of it like building a house. You can't put up walls before you have a foundation. You can't work effectively with others if you can't manage yourself first. Let's break down each habit. Habit 1. Be proactive. This is not about being busy or taking initiative at work. It's much deeper. Covey references Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist who survived Nazi concentration camps. Frankl discovered that between stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space lies our freedom to choose our response. Let me give you a real example. You wake up, check your phone, and see your boss sent an angry email at 2 a.m. about a project. Reactive person thinks, "My boss is ruining my day. I can't believe they're so demanding. This job is terrible." Proactive person thinks, "My boss is stressed. What can I do to solve this problem? How can I communicate better to prevent this in the future?" Here's the game changer. Reactive people focus on their circle of concern, things they can't control, like weather, politics, other people's opinions. Their circle of influence shrinks. Proactive people focus on their circle of influence, and guess what? Their circle of influence grows over time. Reactive language. "There's nothing I can do. That's just the way I am. They make me so mad." Proactive language. "Let's look at our alternatives. I can choose a different approach. I control my feelings." Practical application. For the next 30 days, catch yourself every time you use reactive language. Replace it with proactive language. You'll be shocked how this one change transforms your mindset. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. Remember that funeral from the beginning? This is habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. Covey wants you to vividly imagine your funeral. What would you want your family to say about you, your friends, your colleagues, your community? I did this exercise 3 years ago, and I realized something terrifying. The person I was and the person I wanted to be remembered as, they were completely different people. I wanted to be remembered as a present father, but I was checking my phone during dinner with my kids. I wanted to be remembered as someone who added value to others, but I was focused on taking, not giving. I wanted to be remembered as having integrity, but I was making small compromises daily. This is where your personal mission statement comes in. It's not some corporate buzzword. It's your constitution, your unchanging anchor in a changing world. Covey says, management is doing things right. Leadership is doing the right things. You can climb the ladder of success incredibly fast, but if it's leaning against the wrong wall, every step takes you further from where you truly want to be. Everything is created twice. First in your mind, mental creation, then in reality, physical creation. Think about it. Before building a house, you create blueprints. Before writing a book, you outline chapters. Before living your life, you need a vision. Practical application. Take 30 minutes this week and write answers to these questions. Number 1, what do I want to be remembered for? Number 2, what are my core values? Name 3 to 5. Number 3, what roles matter most to me? Parent, professional, friend, citizen? Number 4, what's my unique contribution to the world? Don't rush this. Your mission statement might take weeks to refine. That's okay. I've revised mine 7 times in 3 years. It's a living document.
Habit 3. Put first things first. If Habit 1 says you're the programmer, and Habit 2 says write the program, Habit 3 says run the program. This is where the rubber meets the road. Covey introduces what's called the time management matrix. Quadrant 1, urgent and important, crises, deadlines, emergencies. Quadrant 2, not urgent but important, planning, prevention, relationship building. Quadrant 3, urgent but not important, interruptions, some emails, other people's minor issues. Quadrant 4, not urgent and not important, time wasters, mindless scrolling, excessive TV. Here's the problem. Most people live in Quadrant 1, firefighting, and Quadrant 3, reacting to others. Then they relax in Quadrant 4. But highly effective people spend most of their time in Quadrant 2. This is where magic happens. Building relationships before you need them. Preventative health care before illness strikes. Planning projects before deadlines loom. Learning skills before they're required. It's like the difference between planting seeds today, Quadrant 2, versus scrambling to find food when you're starving, Quadrant 1. I used to pride myself on being busy. I'd work 70-hour weeks, constantly putting out fires, responding to every email within minutes. I felt productive, but I was exhausted, and nothing meaningful was getting done. Then I started protecting 2 hours every morning for Quadrant 2 work. No emails, no calls, just deep work on my most important projects. In 3 months, I finished a project I'd been meaning to do for 2 years, strengthened my relationships by scheduling intentional time. I lost 15 pounds because I finally made time for exercise. I felt less stressed despite working fewer hours. Practical application. This week, schedule 1 2-hour block for Quadrant 2 work. Put it in your calendar like a doctor's appointment. Protect it fiercely. This alone will transform your productivity. Okay, so the first 3 habits are about self-mastery. You've become proactive, you know where you're going, and you're prioritizing what matters. You're now independent. Congratulations. But Covey argues that independence isn't the goal. It's just a milestone on the journey to interdependence. Think about it.
The greatest achievements in human history weren't accomplished by lone wolves. They were accomplished by teams who trusted each other, communicated effectively, and created synergy. The next 3 habits are about working with others in a way that makes everyone more effective. Let's dive in. Habit 4. Think win-win. But first, let's talk about what it's not. Most people see life as a zero-sum game. If you win, I lose. There's only one pie, and your slice makes my slice smaller. This is called the scarcity mentality. But win-win thinking comes from an abundance mentality, the belief that there's plenty for everyone. Let me give you an example I use in this channel. Imagine I'm an author and you're an author. We both write great books. I could think, if I promote your book, my audience might buy yours instead of mine. That's win-lose thinking. But what if I promote your book to my audience and you promote my book to your audience? Now we've both expanded our reach. That's win-win. Win-win is built on 3 foundations: character, integrity, aligning actions with values, maturity, expressing feelings while considering others, abundance mentality. There's plenty for everyone. Relationships. You can't do win-win deals without trust. That's built over time through consistent character. Agreements. Clear expectations on both sides. What's a win for you? What's a win for me? Can we achieve both? Here's the crucial part. Sometimes win-win isn't possible. That's when you choose no deal. Walk away. Don't compromise into lose-win or win-lose. I once had a client who wanted me to cut corners on a project to save money. They'd win, lower cost, I'd lose, compromised integrity and reputation. Old me would have said yes to avoid conflict. New me said, I understand budget constraints. Here are 3 ways we can reduce costs without compromising quality. If none of this work, I'm not the right fit for this project. They chose option 2, win-win, and they became my best client. Practical application. In your next negotiation, whether it's with your boss, a client, or even your spouse, start by articulating what a win looks like for both parties. Then get creative about achieving both. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Covey calls this the most important principle for effective relationships. Imagine you go to a doctor, and before you finish describing your symptoms, they hand you a prescription and say, "Take this, it worked for my last patient." You'd run out of that office, right? Yet that's how most of us communicate. We listen with the intent to reply, not to understand. We're mentally preparing our response while the other person is still talking. Covey shares a powerful story. He couldn't understand his teenage son. They'd talk, but nothing clicked. He complained to a friend, "I just can't understand my son. He won't listen to me." His friend said, "Wait, let me get this straight. You can't understand your son because he won't listen to you?" Think about it. To understand someone, you have to listen to them, not the other way around. Covey identifies 5 levels of listening. Level 1, ignoring, not listening at all. Level 2, pretending, while checking phone. Level 3, selective, only hearing what you want to hear. Level 4, attentive, hearing the words. Level 5, empathic, understanding the feeling behind the words. Most people listen at levels 1, 2, and 3. The good listeners reach level 4, but level 5 is where transformation happens. When someone shares a problem, we instinctively respond with one of 4 autobiographical responses. 1. Evaluate. I agree or I disagree. 2. Probe. Ask questions from our frame of reference. 3.
Advise. Give solutions based on our experience. 4. Interpret. Analyze their motives based on our assumptions. Empathic listening is different. Mirror content. So what you're saying is, reflect feeling. It sounds like you're feeling. Mirror content and reflect feeling. You're frustrated because the project deadline was moved up. And let them feel heard before offering your perspective. This changed my marriage. My wife would share her day and I'd immediately try to fix her problems. She'd get frustrated, I'd get confused. Then I learned to just listen, really listen. Reflect what she was feeling, not try to solve anything. Guess what? Most of the time, she didn't need solutions. She needed to be understood. Practical application. Tonight, pick one conversation. Completely remove your frame of reference. Don't think about what you'll say next. Just seek to understand. Watch what happens.
Habit 6. Synergize. This is where magic happens. When done right, 1 plus 1 doesn't equal 2. It equals 3, or 10, or 100. Imagine there's a tree with 5 apples at the top. You're too short to reach them. I'm too short to reach them. We could give up. We could fight over who should get the apples. Or you could stand on my shoulders, pick all 5 apples, and we could share them. But the real magic? From up there, you can see 10 more apples in the neighboring tree. That's synergy. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. But synergy only happens when you combine Habit 4, win-win, we both want mutual benefit. Habit 5, seek to understand, we truly understand each other's perspectives. And Habit 6, synergize, we create something neither of us could alone. Here's the key. Synergy requires valuing the differences, not just tolerating them, valuing them. If everyone in the room thinks exactly like you, why are they in the room? You need different perspectives, different strengths, different approaches. In my business, I'm great at big picture strategy, but terrible at details. My business partner is the opposite. Loves systems and processes, gets overwhelmed by vision casting. We could have clashed. Instead, we synergized. I focus on where we're going, she focuses on how we'll get there. The result? We've accomplished in 3 years what would have taken us 10 individually. Practical application. Next time you face a conflict or problem, instead of arguing over who's right, get curious. Ask, what can I learn from your perspective that I'm not seeing? How can we create a solution that's better than either of our original ideas? Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. Imagine a lumberjack sawing a tree for hours. You walk up and say, "Hey, your saw looks dull. Why don't you take a break and sharpen it?" He replies, "I don't have time. I'm too busy sawing." Sound familiar? This is the habit that makes all the other habits possible. It's about continuous renewal in 4 dimensions. First, the physical dimension: exercise, nutrition, and stress management. Your body is the vehicle for everything else. You can't think clearly, work effectively, or be present for others if you're physically exhausted. Then the spiritual dimension: meditation, time in nature, prayer or reflection, reading literature. This is your core, your values, your why. It's easy to lose touch with this in the daily grind. Then the mental dimension: reading, learning new skills, writing, teaching others. If you're not growing, you're dying. Your mind needs new challenges. And the social and emotional dimension: quality relationships, service to others, empathic communication. That's Habit 5. Meaningful connections. You cannot give what you don't have. You can't pour from an empty cup. Covey calls this the upward spiral. As you renew yourself in these 4 dimensions, you increase your capacity to live the other 6 habits at a higher level. Notice something? Habit 7 is pure Quadrant 2 activity. It's not urgent, but it's incredibly important. And most people neglect it until it becomes urgent. Burnout, health crisis, relationship breakdown. I'll be honest, this is the habit I struggle with most. When life gets busy, self-care is the first thing I sacrifice. Exercise? I'll do it tomorrow. Reading? I'm too tired. Quality time with family? Just this one deadline. But I've learned this. The weeks I prioritize Habit 7 are the weeks I'm most effective at everything else. Practical application. This week, schedule one activity in each dimension. Physical, 3 times 30-minute workouts. Spiritual, 15 minutes of meditation or reflection daily. Mental, read 30 minutes a day. And social, 1 meaningful conversation without your phone. Protect this time like your life depends on it, because in many ways, it does. Let's return to where we started. That funeral. Your funeral. You now have a choice. You can continue living reactively, letting circumstances and other people control your life, or you can take these 7 habits and begin the inside-out journey. It won't be easy. I've been practicing these habits for 3 years and I still mess up daily. But here's what I've learned. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be 1% better than yesterday. Habit 1. Be proactive. Focus on what you can control. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. Know where you're going. Habit 3. Put first things first. Do what matters most. Habit 4. Think win-win. Seek mutual benefit. Habit 5. Seek first to understand. Listen with empathy. Habit 6. Synergize. Value differences and create magic. And Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. Continuously renew yourself. These aren't just habits. They're a philosophy for living with integrity, purpose, and meaning. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. The person you become through these habits, that's the person who'll be remembered at your funeral. Make them proud. If this video added value to your life, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. I distill books like this weekly. Share this with one person who needs to hear it, and comment below which habit resonated most.